Greetings, everyone. It's Ingrid from ThinkingThis.com and ThinkingThis Tarot on Instagram. I am doing this video today because I want to take a look at March's messages for the collective, as well as take a look ahead at April through June for the collective. But before I get into that, I want to say that my heart is with everyone at this time, and I have watched from afar as a wave of tragedy moves through my hometown of New York City. And I hope with all of my energy that my staying home will keep that wave from engulfing where I currently live. I'm holding the planet in my prayers and meditations, and I hope that those who need it receive the energy. So there were 12 messages presented to the collective in March, and they were heavy on the angel energy, of course. We also had some goddesses of transformation present for these messages. And there were 5 takeaways from that. The first was a reiteration from that February video that we did, which is that we are safe to receive love. I really hope that during this past month that has been a true statement for you. We also balanced a genetic belief around health. So if you know anyone who's sick right now, or if you are experiencing some physical illness, be sure to check out those messages and balance the genetic belief around that. We affirmed that joy persists and we easily connect to it. And we channeled our frustrations through art, and you'll actually see that joy persists and we easily connect through it to art. So if you haven't found a way to channel that creativity, please do so now. The world needs your joy. Finally, we were directed to visualize what we want for the future. And the reason for that is this. We were advised to create a plan, and we will be supported via flashes of inspiration and psychic downloads. But the plan needs to be there. There needs to be a hook for that plan to latch onto. If you weren't following along with our messages, it's not too late for you. Just go back to March's posts and take a look, and be sure to follow us to receive additional messages for April that will support your personal empowerment. In April, we had the full moon in Libra on April 7th, and it was basically about finding the balance between what is good for us and how we can help others. And on April 23rd, we're going to have the new moon in Taurus, and it is there where we will be reaping the rewards of our service to the world. So that's basically that moon phase is what it's about, is finding what fulfills us so that we can give. And when that happens, when we find that, we will receive from the world. Finally, when I talked about the collective going through an energetic cycle that would last 2 years, I did not anticipate a global health concern. Yet the cards didn't lie. We walked away with a mantra from that revelation that is meant to carry us through this time. I have been using it diligently. I hope you have too. If you haven't, here it is. I am safe to love others, and I am safe to receive the love that others have for me. Go into your love place and then make the declaration. I drew some cards to determine what the highest thing we need to know for these next 2 months of spring. And what we got was the moon, the Four of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. And these three swords represent body, mind, and spirit. So basically what we have is the moon informing all of these swords. And psychic energy is pouring into the collective to facilitate physical healing and mental healing. Finally, that will result in a sharpened spirit, which will more easily help cut through the bullshit and stand for truth. Don't fall asleep. Continue checking and surveilling all of the things that you were checking and surveilling before this all started. Allow for the integration of healing with rest and meditation. If you haven't been following along with Thinking This messages and teachings, it's not too late. Even if it's years from now, if you're resonating with it at this moment, it is not too late for you. Remember that if you want to learn more about the 2-year cycle I discussed, check out my last video on IGTV. Peace and blessings to all of you. Only love prevails.